Dear applicant, we've read your resume. As part of the first stage of the application process, please could you provide an essay at least 10 pages long on why you would like to work for our company and how your skills will be suited for the role. So this was an actual email that was received by somebody on Reddit. So what exactly is going on with the job interview process, especially tech jobs, especially developers? I mean, to set the stage, look at this tweet. Thinking about how put my best friend through an 8-round interview process just to tell her she didn't get the job. Since when do we need more than 3 rounds of interviews? I get that being a developer is serious, it's important, we save lives. But nearly all of the job postings out there are a bit too ridiculous and asking for too much. So this is for an applied research engineer, and this is the interview process. You need a Zoom chat with the HR person, 45 minutes, a 7-day take-home task, a 90-minute Zoom interview with 2 engineers, a 90-minute Zoom interview with the CTO and lead engineer, and then a 30-minute interview with the CEO. That is, let me calculate, 4 hours of interviews and a 7-day task. And then you're expected to do this all for free. Personally, I think that the interview process shouldn't be more than 2 hours. Half an hour screening call with the HR, 1 hour technical interview, half an hour interview with the line manager. Done. Because let's be honest here, if a company doesn't know that you are the right fit after 2 hours of interviews, they probably don't really know what they want. I actually do wish that bigger tech channels will start calling out these unrealistic job processes, because I'm a small channel and I'm really trying, but I don't think it's enough. Speaking about interviews, let's talk about the dreaded coding interview, because there are some issues there. So the technical interview usually happens after you get screened by HR, and it's usually done 2 ways. You can do it via a live coding session, and this is where you get a problem and you have to instantly solve it within an allocated amount of time and talk through your solutions. You can't really ask for help. The second way of doing the technical interview is that you are given a task that you need to complete at home and then talk through your solutions. So personally, I do prefer when companies actually give you a task, because then the environment is a bit more comfortable and more realistic. However, the problem there is that sometimes companies give a task that is too complicated, as we can see by this interview process. A 7-day task is actually not a task, that is a job. And you should pay someone for that job. And often, if you read the task, you'll notice that they are real projects of the company, and they could possibly use your work as a solution and just not pay you. So it's not a very good look. Speaking about terrible things, let's talk about the rejection email. Yeah. So you've been through 7 rounds of interviews. You've done their 7-day task. And you think after all of that, things are looking good. You're probably going to get the job. And then you get the dreaded rejection email that is either automated or a few sentences long. Emails like this are so copy and paste. It really is the worst. I know in some cases I've spent hours being interviewed, days on tasks, only to get sent a 2-liner rejection email that took a minute to write. That's not acceptable. If I spend more than an hour being interviewed, I really think that I should at least get a wordy response to tell me why exactly I was rejected. So was there a better candidate than me? How did their interview differ from mine? Did I answer something wrong? That's so much more considerate, because then the candidate can learn and grow from the experience instead of just feeling like they've been completely ghosted and rejected. Funny part here is that I have had a lot of job interviews in my life, especially early on in my career, and I've been rejected a lot of times. And from those rejections, I probably only received 1 email that was personalized from a hiring manager detailing the things that I could have improved. And I understood their decision. So in a nutshell, looking for a job is terrible. And it's not just you, so please don't feel bad. To make you feel better, here's a LinkedIn message I received from a recruiter who rejected me before I applied for a job. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment. Let me know your thoughts. Also, just please comment so the algorithm knows I exist. And I will see you on the next one.